Yo, 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 what is up, guys? Good morning. I hope you guys can hear me well, loud and clear. We are live again, alright? I'll be doing more of these lives because I genuinely enjoy doing them, right? Let me actually. I need to fix something on the stream. 1 second. 1 minute. I need to fix my Telegram link. Let me actually do it over here. Manage. How the hell can I? Alright, it doesn't matter. Alright, I'm not gonna. Let's dive into the chart. Let me actually share my stream on Telegram. Just because I know a lot of people. Alright, so let's get into it. Alright, so as you can see, gold has been climbing higher and higher, just like I expected. I sent this trade analysis basically. I knew we were gonna grind higher all the way to this zone because it's a major institutional take profit area. And excuse my voice today, I'm a bit sick, so yeah, we can see that gold is still pushing higher towards the 2741, 2742 zone. Of course, this is not the final take profit, so we will not be shorting gold. This is not the top. This is probably not the top. I don't know for 100%, but this is probably not the top for gold, as there's higher levels over here and possibly here as well. So as of now, I'm expecting some kind of a consolidation now between the sessions. We're almost at 9 p.m. 9 a.m. UTC, so I'm expecting some kind of a consolidation, then probably move higher. Yeah, it might probably not consolidate just here. It might just wick down and come back up, just liquidating both sides, just like it did over here, right? Let me actually zoom in a little bit. Yeah, you can see over here, price came down, up again, down. So this is the kind of consolidation I'm talking about. I'm expecting another one over here. Yeah, for now, it's either that or we see a push just straight towards that area, alright? Like an aggressive push, then price hits this zone, starts falling down, forming some kind of a double top or some kind of a reversal pattern and just moving back lower. So this is the kind of trade I'm looking to take. If price breaks higher than the previous all-time high over here, if you want to take a long towards this zone, I mean, it could be valid, but you need a strong confirmation on the hourly. I would wait for an hourly confirmation. As of now, the price is above this range, so is not in the worst position to go long. But still, if you want to be sure, if you want to wait for more confirmations, I'd do that. If not, just wait until price reaches this zone, and then we can look for sells. We don't jump into the trade straight away. That's the last thing you want to do. You want to wait for confirmation based on your trading plan. Maybe it's a candle pattern or a volume thing. I don't use volume myself. Maybe it's on the RSI, MACD, maybe a combination of everything. All right. So it all comes down to your own trading plan. For me, I'll be waiting. I'm not gonna be waiting for big confirmation. I'm going to enter on this zone unless price action was really aggressive and let's say on the 4 hour I get like a candle close over here, right? Like a very big candle, and then like, yeah, I don't expect price to form like a tiny wick and then drop, right? I expect it to form a big wick after moving from my entry. So um, yeah, that's pretty much it for me, guys. Yeah, as you can see over here, we had the camel, the hammer candlestick. And excuse me if I'm like tripping with my speaking because I literally just woke up, guys. So yeah, we had this hammer candlestick, inverse hammer, and as you can see, like price is coming back up. It's just a trap at this point. That was a trap, right? Everybody was just like, yo, this is the top. I'm kind of short. Boom, get another candle, and yeah, they're pretty much getting liquidated right now as we speak. So yeah, do not rush into just like patterns and candlesticks and all these things. Like, it is definitely not worth it, right? It is 100% not worth it. I don't recommend it. I recommend having a solid trading plan with solid rules. To me, that would be, yeah, that would be psychological levels, fib area of confluence, at least 2 to 3 fibs coming in together. Could be some sort of a trend line or a key level trend line or a key level on the higher time frame. In this case, it doesn't help because we're at all-time highs. There's no key level at this point, but there are psychological levels, as you can see these lines I have over here. And yeah, it could be what else? Yeah, a pattern or a candlestick pattern. Right? These are basically my confluences. Right? This is what I look for when looking to get into a trade. I need to have at least 3 of those. Best case scenario, all of them coming in together. But I don't always get all of these because sometimes the trade has to be a bit hidden and tricky, you know, to trick retail traders because everybody's using these right now. So I'm more into fibs and psychological levels at this stage. So yeah, as well, like technicals are not. I mean, they are important at this stage, but what I would focus more on is the overall fundamental image and the overall sentiment of how retail traders are positioned. So let me move on to the dollar. As I said yesterday in the weekly forecast, right? I posted this. I told you guys like the dollar is in a support is in a major support area, and I do expect a bounce, and we did get the bounce, so that's pretty much nice to see. But what's interesting about this is that we have 3 green candles, or 3 yeah, positive basically candles on on the dollar, and on gold we did not see any kind of reaction. Like over here we have 3 buys, and here like there's no sells. So if you look at the bigger image, that's like 12 days worth of trading almost, and gold has been just moving up, right? And in these 12 days, and if you do the same over here, that's almost the same period from here to here. So the dollar has also been moving higher, right? Which is a bit weird because the dollar is moving higher and gold is moving higher together, and that usually should give us like a stop sign. Yeah, you don't want to you don't want to dive into the trade just like that because like look at this move, right? The dollar's been moving up for 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks now, and gold has been also moving up for forever now, right? So there's something, there's a hidden agenda. Basically, that's what price action is telling us. There's how do you weigh fundamentals versus technicals? Yeah, basically, you usually see that things are priced into the market. So when there's some kind of an event, let's say CPI or PPI or whatever it is, and there's, let's say, this take profit level, it's an institutional take profit level that you can see on the fib. So basically, it's usually priced in. Once the event hits, you see that price moves towards the exact area of take profit and then makes the move lower. So this is like the connection between the fundamental and the technical. And you can also, let's say there's a new COVID out there, and let me actually go back in time. Let me actually go back in, where was it? When did COVID start? Was it here? I think it was 2022, right? So yeah, basically, you have your fundamental, and your fundamental is bullish, right? Let's say there's three, four, five events that are basically bullish for gold, right? Let's say there's a global crisis, there's a pandemic, and there's like the U.S. economy is doing bad, inflation is high, and all these things, right? I mean, inflation, like they're cutting rates and doing all these things. So you basically find your entries on the charts that align with the fundamental, right? So let's say the fundamental is very bullish on gold. So I don't expect price. So let's say it's over here, right? Let's say price is trading in this zone. Um, yeah, basically in this zone I marked. So I don't expect gold price to dip like 300, 400 pips before making the move, because the fundamental is extremely bullish. So I do expect some kind of a breakout, a retest on the first level. It could retest and then move way higher, because the fundamental is super bullish based on, basically that's based on your experience, your analysis, understanding the economic events and the economic calendar, looking at future events and possibilities, and also how retail traders are positioned. So let's say I see an obvious trade here for short, where everybody, yeah, let's say over here, for example, everybody would be trying to short this, and they would have their stop loss just at this recent high over here, around these wicks, right? Because it's been moving lower forever, right? It went down from 2070 all the way down to here. So now people are just panic selling at this point without understanding what's going on. And I was actually trading this on the chart. I was trying to long over here and also here. So yeah, basically everybody was positioned for a short. Boom, you see one big candle and price pushes higher. So yeah, you gotta learn how to make the connection between the two, and basically find your entries on the chart that match with the overall fundamental image and the storyline as well. So what's going on behind the scenes, right? So on the market open over here, that was the market open tonight, yesterday night, basically. I knew that gold is going to move higher because of the narrative, of the overall narrative. Like everything is collapsing. We have, these wars going on. Everything's going on in the world, and the economy's collapsing. The dollar's collapsing. That's like the narrative, and everybody's, for some reason, they were trying to short because they're comparing gold prices. That's like what usually most traders do. They're comparing gold prices to over here. Like, oh, it's been going up for 2 years now, and we haven't seen like a major sell-off for a very long time. So now it's time to short, and they try to short the top, and they just keep getting liquidated over and over and over again. Instead of, like, they're trying to fight the trend. Don't fight the trend. If something's moving, like, why do you want to fight the trend, right? You can see this major accumulation phase over here. Let me actually, yeah, so you can see this major accumulation phase. We broke higher, came down, we liquidated these stops over here. Boom, again, another liquidity grab to both sides, and then we started breaking higher, consolidating, and basically liquidating both sides all the way up, right? That's what's gold been doing. And when you see something like this, like, why fight the trend? You want to be, yeah, the trend is your friend basically, and just ride it all the way up. That's like where most people get trapped. Yeah, so right now the price on the daily is looking very, very bullish, and the price action is looking super bullish. So I'm not really sure that I want to take this trade over here. Um, I would rather wait. I would rather wait and see. I'm pretty confident of an initial reaction, and maybe it's 50 pips, maybe it's 100. I'm not sure, but I could enter this without a confirmation. I just gotta see how price action builds up towards that area, because if if it looks sketchy, I'm not gonna rush into the trade. It's still Monday. There's still plenty of time during this week, so yeah, there's no reason to rush it. So let me know, guys, if there's any other pairs you're trading on. I was actually looking at Bitcoin, and I sent the analysis on my X account, I believe, and basically we had this other trend line. Let me actually zoom out a little bit. Yeah, so basically we had this. This was the first one, and this was the second one I marked. And yeah, pretty much like it's moving towards this area, which, yeah, this is exactly what I marked. As you can see, it's touching our fib over here, moved higher, and I told like people on my followers on X, I told them like Bitcoin is bullish above 70,350, not above 68, 69. It's not bullish above these levels. It's not, because it could simply just wick higher and just fall down, right? This is not enough evidence for me to be very bullish on Bitcoin. I'm not a Bitcoin bear at the moment. It doesn't make sense to be a bear at the moment, but yeah, I've called these moves. I've actually called them. I've actually called them. Yeah, this one. I called it live on YouTube actually. I called it, if you go back to my previous lives, I called this exact move from here. We had our stop loss around this area, and the take profit was exactly this zone, this green line over here. So I'm not exactly a Bitcoin bear, but when everybody's going into the same narrative, when everybody's going long, when everybody's trying to buy, yeah, I'm not sure what, yeah, what was that? When everybody's trying to buy Bitcoin, Bitcoin can't go up. They will bring it down, liquidate basically all the longs, and then it goes higher. They don't want you along the ride. That's the truth. And you have to be smart enough to realize, like, if I'm buying Bitcoin, I'm buying and I'm never selling it, because there will be shakeouts. And there was loads of shakeouts. This was one shakeout, another, like all these crazy dips you see over here. This was literally nothing but a shakeout. Like 52k, boom. Now we're at 69. Over here, 49k, now at 69. Like, these are all just shakeouts. This is how Bitcoin has always been. I've been in Bitcoin since 2021. It's always been like that. Nothing has changed. As you can see over here, that's a very nice level of confluence. Also coming in with the fibs over here. So this is why we're targeting these take profit areas, because of this massive reaction over here. But do you think it's done? I don't. I genuinely don't think it's time for a break higher. I genuinely don't think so, because everybody's bullish, and that is super concerning. Like, yeah, it makes sense to be bullish with everything going on, but the fact that everybody's bullish, that's what makes it like super concerning. Because I know what happens when everybody's on one side. The market goes the exact opposite of where everybody's positioned. So this is the reason why I'm saying it. Like, what I'm telling you. Like being like this extreme optimism in the market is just is concerning to me. In my opinion, that's not the best. This is not the best conditions for a bull market. The bull market comes when nobody expects it. Nobody's like ready for it, right? Nobody's loaded. Now everybody's loaded. Everybody's got bags and everybody's, trying to long Bitcoin and trying to get onto all these meme coins. So everybody's like, um, they were ready for it. So over here, like you can see, there were very little pullbacks, right? Boom, boom, boom. Just straight push, push, push all the way up, liquidate everybody, take out all the shorts. That is like how a real bull market is. But this over here could be a bull market, but because of the evolution of Bitcoin and the evolution of traders as well. Everybody's got info, everybody's got access to everybody's got access to higher level groups, everybody's got access to higher level networks. So it could be that this is the evolution of price action, and now the bull market is not the same, and it has to move in this way for in order to liquidate everybody without basically without getting everybody on the ride and getting everybody's coins, basically making everybody sell their coins so price can move higher, right? This is in my opinion what's going on with Bitcoin right now. It's not struggling, it's just structured like that. It's like the price does not struggle. Buyers don't struggle because when they want to move the market up, they will move the market up. They have liquidity, they control the market, right? By they, I mean the banks, the big banks, the big companies, the big retail traders. They move the market. We don't. We don't move the market. If you want to move the market, you have to have at least billions of dollars worth of capital, right? So coming back to gold, it's still grinding higher towards our entry zone, which is really nice to see. I would have liked to go into a long over here actually, because of yes, it's basically a nice confluence area. 78.6 with a 50 MA. That's a really nice setup. I really like that, and it's coming also with this support zone, and it's around psychological level, which is 27, 25.5, and yeah, that would be a nice entry for it. That's like 160 pips take profit, which is really nice, and it is against everybody, which like everybody's like we're trying to short over here, so it does make sense. So yeah, guys, like wait for price to reach this level. I will personally be waiting. I'll be live streaming it over here. I got my phone ready. I got my funded account ready, and I'll be I'll be catching this short live on here, right? But yeah, now the market is like the Asian session is about to close in 23 minutes to be exact. So yeah, let's actually put it out here. So we need patience, discipline, and you need basically to take action, right? You want to take action when it's needed. Don't be afraid to execute when a trade is available. When you have an edge, do not be afraid to execute it. So right now we can look for a long towards the take profit, towards the entry zone. Basically, I can do that. It's a very nice risk to reward ratio. That's a 6-to-1. So yeah, I will actually be taking this trade right now. I know it's not the best trade, but it's a very tiny stop loss, and I'm all for it. Alright, the trade is open. We're probably gonna get liquidated, but yeah, it's a small lot size and the risk reward is really nice. and it's against everybody. It's against all the crowds, so it does make sense to me. 2731.37. So let's see if we get rewarded for going against the crowd this time. Right? 7 1. I'm copying the metrics on my phone, guys. That's just alright, so we're in the trade. I wish I can share my MetaTrader with you guys, but yeah, I'll be posting it on my X account once I'm done, and I'll be posting it on my Telegram group as well. So if you want to see it, I'll drop it over there. I'm in one lot size to be exact. I'm up 15 pounds on the trade right now. You can see a little pullback. I'm too zoomed in. That's what I'm worried about. Yeah, that's not the best. I mean, we did close higher, but there's these wicks over here. Let's see if we can break higher. Let's see. On the 1 minute, how we looking? Yeah, it's not looking good on the 1 minute. It is not looking good on the 1 minute. Let's see. Let's wait and see. I mean, it's a crazy trade. I know a lot of people would not take that trade. So this is the exact reason why I took the trade. Because most people would not take it. And usually, yeah, that's just, I was just trying to prove to you guys that going against the crowd most of the times does pay off. It does pay off. Going against the crowds. Even in life, you don't want to be a sheep. You want to be a lion. And the lion eats. The lion always eats. But, yeah, as I said, it could be a bit risky just because, yeah, the price could be just ranging and it's not actually going to break higher. And it could be, the entry could be over here, and then the price could move higher. So, yeah. At this close, we're pulling back over here. I suspect that price should move lower, actually, with this current price action building. So, I'll actually find a place where I'm gonna cut the trade if price moves lower, right? So we'll cut the trade if price moves lower than this area over here, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, if price breaks lower than this area, I'm not really interested in holding this trade. I'll cut the loss early and just wait for the the entry up there. I have my stop loss over here. This could be a nice entry over here, but we have the MA already leaking from it. So, yeah, preferably I want to see a bounce off of this level. Alright, we broke straight through the level, so I'm not gonna hold this one, actually. Let me see, we're on the 50%. Yeah, I'm closing the trade right now. Alright, trade closed. Should I hold my full stop loss or should I close this trade? In my opinion, I should close this trade. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm definitely closing this one. Boom, done. Trade closed. Minus 5 pips. Nothing major. This is part of trading. This is super chill, normal. Nothing to worry about. That's literally 5 pips. So we risked 5 pips for a potential 90 pips. So that was a good trade-off. It wasn't bad. We risked 5 pips. That's like 50 pounds on this account, right? So there's nothing to worry about because this one's going to be a banger, right? This trade could easily move 90 pips down, even 200 pips down. So these 5 pips are nothing. It was just an investment into a bigger trade, right? So as of now, there's nothing to do. As I said, the price action was not looking nice over here. It was kind of forming some type of a consolidation instead of a breakout. So this is the reason why it's the last 15 minutes of the Asian session as well. So there's high volume. This is the exact reason why I took this trade as well, because I knew a lot of volume was coming in, but it came into the other direction. And now we're heading towards this, probably towards this range low, right? This basically whole range low over here. So yeah, do not be discouraged by losses. Taking a small loss that you have planned properly is totally okay, because that's exactly how you catch big moves. If the trade worked out, I would be up, that's like 900 pounds on a Monday. So I risked 50 pounds to make 900 pounds on a Monday. So it's totally fine for me. I'm totally fine with the risk. And yeah, I'll just wait for the next setup. This is like one of the reasons why I like day trading. I like scalping, and I like finding setups that can turn into a bigger time frame setup. But this one was not it, because it was a bit obvious. We had this candle close above this level, and 2 wicks basically signaling that the price does not want to break higher right now. And we had this candle close. So the reason why I did not like the setup and I decided to cut it early, as you can see, we saved ourselves some money, because on the 5 minute I had this close over here, and then the wick did not even break higher. Not even the candle body, but even the wick did not even go higher than these 2 wicks. And then we had on the lower time frame, we had another wick towards this area. It was like some kind of a hammer candlestick, which was followed by bearish volume. So that wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking for a breakout, and once candle closes above this level, we can see price rip higher. So we could have waited, technically we could have waited for a confirmation on the breakout, but yeah, I was trying to catch a nice risk to reward ratio, and that comes with its own risk, right? As you can see, I've saved myself quite a few pips just by setting a nice plan and sticking to it. I said I will exit the trade if price breaks lower, and it did. And yeah, basically I just saved myself 10 pips for, yeah, I would have lost them for no reason, for absolutely no reason. As you can see, now we're at the range low. It's interesting to see whether price is going to break lower. But yeah, usually on the 1 minute, it's all noise on gold. You really don't want to be super dived into the 1 minute on gold. I don't like that. I like to zoom out and see the bigger image, and yeah, once you see the bigger image, everything makes more sense. So always stay on higher time frames. I wouldn't go lower than the 15 minute. That's usually where I like to take my entries, where I execute my entries. But for the technical analysis, I do it on the daily and the 4 hour and the 1 hour as well. So on the 15 minute, I execute. On the bigger time frames, I plan and structure the market, and basically just have an overall understanding of the market direction, right? So let's see over here. Let's see what our fib is doing. We got the 50%, a wick below it. Yeah, a bit sketchy. We can actually try to short this if you want, but it's a bit messed up. Let me actually see if we got any entries on the bigger fibs. Not really. Not really. I mean, this could be it, but no. Yeah, I think we're heading lower. Yeah, there we go. We are heading lower. Probably towards this area over here. I mean, yeah, there's no room for me to short this, to be honest. That's not a good risk to reward ratio. It's not. Yeah, it's like 10 pips. I'm not interested in doing that. I don't like to trade these micro trades. The reason why I took this trade before is because we had 90 pips worth of take profit to play around with. So, yeah, that was a much better risk reward ratio. So let me know, guys, what kind of questions do you have about gold, about trading, about anything? Are you new to trading? Are you like, is this the first time you guys have you guys traded before? Let me know, and I'd love to take your to take your questions, and yeah, I'll be answering them on the chat or in DMs. If you want to DM me, send me a DM on Telegram or on X, and I'll reply to you as soon as I can. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next time. For now, there's nothing to do. It's break time. I'll be back on the chart on New York session. So for now, we're just gonna chill. I'll see you guys.